Hello and good morning, everybody. How is everyone today? Okay, there's some requests that came in. Mary DeHaney, you're going to have to add another $5 Canadian. It's $20 US super chats for the reads. So if you want your read, you will have to put in another $5 Canadian for your super chats. Des got you. And also, Mary, I need the first name of your son. But you do have to add another $5. Okay, let me give some shout outs here. Kate Bell, good morning. Good morning. Sending love. Thank you. Alicia, good morning. And I hear you had a little bit of a fall too. I hope that you are all right. Missy, always good to see you, my dear. Des, good morning. Okay, Mitch, good morning. So, Mary Dahani, please see the message above. Oh, I bet you're sore. I'm still sore, Alicia, from when I fell. So it's like, it's crazy. I also need a name of her son, the name of her son. Thank you, Mary. Anthony. Okay, I've got it. Miss Missy. Hello, my dear. Just getting you guys all right. Okay, you want the black deck too, Missy? And thank you for that, Mary. Anthony. I like that name, Anthony, by the way. No, the reads don't count towards the draw. So I have added, I don't want to show the basket now because there's some things in there I don't want you guys to see that you can only get in Canada. You guys can't get them in the US. So I've added a few things in there, some nice little treats. And those are going to be a surprise. And I've also added some more things to the basket. I'm going to be getting it all wrapped up and everything. Probably tomorrow, I'll get it all wrapped up in that because we're going to be having the draw live here. So yeah, the $20 towards your reads do not go towards the draw. But any other time you make a donation of $10 or more, it does go towards the draw. He did as well and always used it that way. Yeah, some people shorten that. Tony. I think there's a few more that you could shorten that name, Mary. But I like the full name Anthony. I just love that name. I have a few friends named Anthony too, and it's just like I always call them by their full name, even if they don't like it, because one of them likes to be called Tony instead, and it's like, no, Anthony, because I love the name. So if I would have had another boy, that's what his name would have been. Lots of love. Yeah, fell in the shower. It's like, what is with everybody falling? I fell. My mom's significant other fell. Des fell. Leisha fell. Everybody's falling. So what is going on this week? Oh my gosh, you guys. With this Kansas 3. And I was just schooled because this happened in Kansas, Missouri. I thought Kansas was like a state, Kansas. And then I found out there is a state named Kansas, but this is Kansas City, Missouri. So it's like I got schooled. I thought this was in Kansas City that this happened, but nope. In Kansas, but no, it was in actually Missouri. And Annette, hello, Annette tripped over her dog. So did Des. It's like everybody is falling lately. It's like, what the hell? Miss Missy. Okay, Miss Missy, I will put you. Let me get to the list for the draw. Miss Missy. And you get 2 tickets. Because for each, 3 tickets. You get 3. You put $30 in, so you get 3 tickets into the draw. And that will be held live here on February 14th, probably around 11:30 in the morning. Oh, Des fell twice. Okay. Yeah, once in the hallway and then once in the kitchen. It's like everybody is falling. Okay, so was all 3 for the draw, Missy? Or was there 20 in there for a read and 10 for the draw? Let me know. Or was that all for the draw? Because if that's all for the draw, because you put donation, then you got 3 tickets. Okay, so all 3 for the draw. Okay. I got you, girl. You got 3 tickets in there. So you guys will be able to come back on February 14th, and it's going to be a live draw. So you will see your name on the wheel. If you have done a $10 or more donation, depending on how much you've donated, Missy just donated 30, so she gets 3 tickets into the draw. So her name will be on that wheel 3 times. Oops. Just got to mark. Yeah, it gave me that idea to do something like that because there's this YouTuber that I watch sometimes. And all he does is compare. He's an American, and he compares differences between US and Canada. Like how long it takes you to get your driver's license here. It takes like almost 5 years to get a full driver's license here. You could do it in 4 if you take a driving course that is authorized by the government. You could get it in 4. And each stage, it ends up costing like $400 to get your license here in Canada. So he was going over that the other night and I was laughing. But he also goes over things that you can't get in the US that you can get in Canada, like chocolate bars or chips or different things like that. So I'm going to include some of them in the basket also, and they're going to be a surprise. So when you get them, it's going to be a surprise. I thought that was interesting to do when I seen him cover that. So, okay, so this Kansas 3, things are getting crazy. So what I have, hey, Juror 11. There we go. Hello, hello. It's gotten crazy. Like we had found out that he had moved out of the house, right? And then he'd gone to rehab. Well, somebody emailed me that said they had seen information that came out from people who knew the 3 guys that passed away. And she said, this person who knows these 3 people was talking, I guess, to a neighbor. From what I understand, I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I'm going to have to go and watch the video. But apparently there was a woman that lived in the area. Now, the owner of that house that Jordan was living in, he apparently lives in Colorado. So when the news broke about what happened at the house, apparently the neighbor called the owner of the house, because apparently they used to be friends too when the owner of that house lived there. So she calls the owner and says, look, at 3 guys were found dead in your backyard. You're renting this place to some guy. 3 people dead in the backyard. So I guess when he got wind of it and looked into it, he left Colorado and came down and he evicted Jordan. He told him to get the hell out. And Jordan was saying that he moved out because of all the attention that address was getting, right? So that's one thing that's kind of contradictory there. Then the next thing that this person said was apparently Jordan left rehab. And apparently he was in there for alcoholism, not the drugs. I got you, K. Mitch. So you want a read, and I'm going to get you in on the draw over here, K. Mitch. Yeah, I've kind of gone nuts on some of the things that I'm putting in there, you guys, because I just found, okay, and did you want the message from heaven, K. Mitch? Or did you want the black deck? Yeah, when I started seeing all these things that you guys can't get in the US, and it shouldn't surprise me because there's a lot of things that I want that I see advertised or whatever, but we can't get in Canada. You can only get in the US. So that's usually when I fall back on my sister. Sister, get this for me and send it. So, yeah, I'm going to include some stuff in there. So I'm going to have to not have it all standing up all nice and pretty. I'm going to have to like pack it in there because I've got a cup in there. I don't want that cup broken. So I'm going to put it in the fluffy stuff that's in the bottom there. I'm going to make sure it's right in the middle so it doesn't get broken. There's some oracle cards. Dad Bob. I got you, K-Match. Yeah, this. I've got it down here. Where is it? It's right here. Oh, I finally got a letter from Pacer. I finally got my access. I don't want to show my name. So when you go to get here from Pacer, it came from San Antonio, Texas. Apparently when you want to get onto this Pacer, not only do you got to pay for it, you got to wait to get a security access code. So I finally got that too, which means I should be getting better being able to get better documents. Kate Bell, I got you. Kate Bell, and you want the black deck? Yeah, this Vicks roll-on. We can't get this here in Canada. Well, I haven't been able to find it here anyway. But instead of having to go into the gooey stuff, this just rolls on. It's like, as you can see, I've used most of it. But very handy. Very, very, very. Juror 11, it's a $20 US super chat if you do want to read. I got to turn on my heating pad here. Even though I've got my brace on, it's got these metal things in the back. If I lean up against my... Yes, I've got one down here and I've got one in my purse. Sister. The same as these things. She sent me these too. We can now get these in Canada, but these were sent a while back. These Vicks vapor things. I wasn't able to find them anyway. I'm going to use some now. So she sent me these two. I've been wanting to take a run over to Messina, New York. It's like an hour down the road. So I think the next time I go and pick up my granddaughter, I might, since I'll be in the area, maybe I will take a quick run over into the States. But I know I got to declare everything at customs and probably pay duty. So I don't know if it's going to be worth it, especially with the way the Canadian dollar is right now. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yes, she is. Miss Missy, Johnny Lee is K. Mitch. So yeah, back to this Kansas 3. And we do this every Sunday. We just go over things that are happening before we start the reads. It gives everybody a chance to get a read in. So what's happening with them? So yeah, so now apparently he left rehab. He's not in rehab anymore. And his stuff is all in storage. To me, that sounds pretty like you've done something wrong, right? Instead of getting another place, your stuff is all in storage. You go to rehab and then you leave rehab, you know, and apparently he was an alcoholic for 15 years. Right? So this is getting interesting, you guys. I feel that charges are going to be coming. I really do feel charges are going to be coming. So whether it's Jordan, Alex, or both, because there was 5 people there that night and only 2 made it out alive, right? Did Alex leave them stuff? That's what I'm wondering. Like, did Alex have something and leave it for them? Right? There's a bunch of different stuff that's come out, you guys, that I can't verify. So I'm not going to really get into all the details, but there's some other details that have come out regarding Alex and stuff. And I'm just not going to indulge in that because I don't think it's fair unless I know it to be true. You know what I mean? Unless I can verify that it is true. So now, what else? Oh, Brian Kohlberger's attorneys have requested a change of venue. There's some other documents that have come out in that case too. We're going to have to do a live this week on that and go over the new documents that have come out there. Nothing yet on the Chad Daybell case, but I know they are back in court on the 22nd of this month for a pretrial conference for Chad Daybell. That's the 22nd. We'll be covering that. And we will be covering all the trial on that too. What else do I got here? I think there's another hearing that's coming up with the Kohlberger case. It just hasn't been posted yet. So once I'm done with my reads today, you guys, I'm going to go onto the Pacer site, get my account all set up now that I've got my access code, and see what I can find out there. It's hard to find out a lot of stuff from Canada. Sometimes you're blocked from places. What else? Summer Wells' birthday today, you guys. She would have been 8 years old today. So happy heavenly birthday. I did do a post on it. Happy heavenly birthday to Summer Wells. That poor little girl. I still say, you guys, that she's not far. She's not with us and she's not far. What do you guys think? Sorry, you guys, I've got one heck of a cold. The weather here has been horrible. Hang on a sec. There, I had to blow my nose, but the weather here has been horrible. It's cold, and then it's warm, and it's wet, and it's damp, and it's like I feel it in my bones. And now I've got this chest infection, which I'm probably gonna have to go to the doctor after my MRI tomorrow on my back. Finally, you guys, I'm getting my MRI tomorrow morning. So after I do that, I'm gonna have to go and see my doctor because I got a chest infection again that's been brought on by this cold. So it's like when it rains, it pours. So if you do see me muting or whatnot, that is why. Bubs BB. Good morning. Almost afternoon, but good morning. Thank you, Bubs B. I appreciate you. Yeah, so if you do see me mute, it's because I've either got a cough or sneeze or something, and then you guys just don't need to hear that. Okay, so we're going to get going. We got Mary. Oh, let me just clean off my glasses. I'm so unorganized this morning, you guys. It's been a rough couple days. Oh. Almost 10 a.m. where you are, Bubsby. That's good. It's almost noon here, 10 to 12. Okay, so let's start with Mary. She wants to hear from her son, Anthony. So let's see what your loved ones would like to share with you this week. I stay unorganized, as he says. Okay. So let's see. I gotta pull in my chair. Hang on a sec, you guys. Oh, it's a struggle sitting properly, you guys, ever since this accident. But it's getting better. I'm telling you, it's getting better. So I'm hopeful for tomorrow. Okay. Mary, Donnie, son Anthony. Let's see what your loved ones on the other side would like to share with you. And then we will get a message from heaven from your son. And it could very well be that this is your son on the other side that is going to be bringing you messages. We don't know. This is up for you to decide and decipher. Who do you think that it is coming from? So we got no need to fear. Okay, so with this card, what I'm getting, you see this, like somebody's constantly dangling something in front of you, and it's almost like it's always out of reach. I can tell a lot by the card itself. This is like to remember, like, that you've got power over yourself, over your feelings, over stuff like that. But I feel like the shark tells me that there's constantly somebody with not good intentions, because like, see this, there's a shark, and here's somebody with like a fishing pole almost with this red thing just dangling in front of you. That tells me that there's somebody there that is maybe not being honest, maybe deceitful, doesn't have your best intentions at heart. We're going to see what it's about. It's almost like you're waiting for some kind of answer, or this is about answers that have not came, and there could be some deceitfulness. Maybe you're not getting the whole truth on something here. So it could also be somebody trying to take advantage of you, making promises that, you know, don't come true type thing. Let's see what this is about. We never know what the other side wants us to know, right? Okay, so this is the 8 of Cups, and it's in reverse. It came out in reverse. This is somebody, seeing how they only take one cup with them, and they got their loyal dog beside them. You got the moon and everything here. This is leaving like problems behind. So this is a male leaving, taking something with him that's of great importance to him, but leaving everything else behind. This usually signifies there's a need to move on, wanting more from life than what you've got, choosing to make big life changes, maybe even a change of residence. And we've got the dreamer. This is also, see this? See, he's going here, and he's got the dog with him again. See this? This is a new start. So you're going to have to decipher how this is applying to you. But I am feeling that there is a male coming through, and this male is coming through very strong. The Eight of Cups, the eights are all about change, right? Cups are about emotions, relationships. This is almost like with the no need to fear. Okay, no need to fear. It's almost like somebody is telling you it's time to move on. So I don't know if you are staying in a certain place or keeping hold of certain things that need to be let go. Because the dreamer is pushing your fears aside. And we've got here the no need to fear. This is letting go, moving on. Instead of looking behind, you got to look forward. This is also, the dreamer is a new start. This is all connected. Somebody on the other side, Mary, is telling you it's time to move on. So I don't know if you've been at a standstill lately and fearful to either move on from where you are or move out from where you are. I feel like you're holding on to too many things from the past, and it's time to make some big life changes. I also feel like you're scared to take the leap of faith in this, that you are going to either be disrespecting somebody or not showing somebody some kind of reason. Like, it's like almost like, I can't do that because what would they think? You know what I mean? So it's almost like the need to move on and the want to move on and the want to be strong and the need to be strong, but there's certain things that are holding you back, and you can't get yourself out of that thought process. You know what I mean? But this is telling me that whoever this is on the other side bringing you this message tells you there's more than life than what you're experiencing right now, and you do need to move on. You need to make some changes in life. So I don't know if you've been keeping a hold of stuff that needs to be let go, and just take one thing special. But this is telling me it's time to move on from whatever you are allowing to hold you back right now. This person wants to see you happy again. This person is also saying to trust yourself. So I don't know if you relied on this person a lot to, like, say you were about to, say, purchase a new vehicle or purchase a home or do something big like a trip or something like that, that you go to them for advice. But now that they're not there, you've got to trust in yourself and your intuition. That's what I'm getting from this. This person really wants you to move forward and go into the next phase, to let go of all the things that have been holding you back and that you've been holding on to for too long. This is also making a big life change. So that could be even maybe changing where you are, where you live maybe. But this is all about your state of mind too. You need to break free from the state of mind that you're in. That's what they want from you. So let's get a message from heaven from, I believe this is from your son, because he's come out twice here. It's also saying he's got the dog with him. Okay, Mary wants to hear from her son, Anthony. Okay, there we go. So I don't know if he had a hard time communicating when he was here in the physical world. His true feelings. This doesn't mean that he didn't have these feelings. It's almost like, I know my dad didn't say I love you. Not often. Very rare. He wasn't a man of words. You were supposed to just know it type thing. But he is saying, I wish I had told you more often how much I love you. So his love runs deep for you. He's still loving you and caring for you and looking out for you and watching over you from the other side. He's sending you his heart. And he wants to know that he wishes he had said this more to you. So I don't know if he wasn't one to say this often when he was here in the physical world. So he's letting you know now. Okay, the earth is our school. He wants you to learn by the lessons that have been learned by those who have gone ahead of you. Okay, that's what he wants you to learn. I feel like there's lessons that he learned that he is trying to share with you. But this is coming directly from him. He wished he had told you so much more, that he had loved you. He's surrounding you. He is watching over you. And I do believe that this is a message from him. So that is from you, Mary. Okay, just give. Rose! Rose! Rose, Rose, Rose. There she is. I was worried about you. I was telling Des, message her, see how she is. I wanted to know how you were doing, how you were feeling, how things are going. I get worried when I haven't heard from you. So I'm so happy to see you. I hope things are going a little better for you. That's Rose, 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 Rose. I'm so happy to see you in here. Now I feel better. Possible, I love the black deck to find out if I will be okay and I will get justice. You can have whatever one you need. Okay, sorry you guys, I had a piece of fingernail there. Courtney. We got Rose. And Rose wants the black deck. And we've got Courtney. And Courtney wants to hear from Mike. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anybody. Okay. Oh, Mary, you are so welcome, my dear. I wish you the best. I really, truly do. And when I seen this here, this is him leaving, right? And he's saying something about having this dog too, his best friend. Or this could be he's with his best friend now. It could be either or, because we know that the dog is a man's best friend. But yeah, as soon as these two came out, I knew. And it doesn't always happen that you get the full read from who you're asking a message from heaven from. So it's generally, your loved ones who have passed before you. They come to tell you what you need to know. And whether that's from your son or somebody else, it's because they say you need to know this. It's the most important thing that can come out. You're very welcome. I'll find out surgery date this week. I'm scared. You're going to be fine. I told you that. I felt it in my heart and in my guts. I feel it. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Kate. Kalina Sadlin, who's my soulmate. The mini reads are $20 super chat if you would like a mini read. And Kate says, I know I had major surgery in November. I was so scared. Yes. You are going to be fine. Believe me. And you've got everybody, look at everybody sending you prayers. And you are very welcome, Kalina. Seabury says that was a beautiful reading. It was. Like her son wants her to move on, right? I believe that whole thing was from her son. He wants her to be okay and to let a lot of the hurt, And I mean, I know because I lost my husband many years ago, and it's not easy. They say time heals everything. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. You learn how to deal with it. So especially when it's somebody that, like a significant other or a child or a parent, you don't ever get over it. You just learn how to deal with it a little better each day. Okay, Kalina, we're here every Sunday morning, 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Yes, you do, Nana. You struggle every day. And I'll show you. I've got a picture of him right here. I've got pictures of him, a picture of him on my bedroom wall. I've got a picture of him here. I've got a picture of him in my kitchen. You just learn how to deal with it in a different way. And I still have my moments where it's like I still don't understand why. But it's happened. There's nothing I can do to bring him back. Death is final. We know that. So I try every day. Yes. Oh, child. Aw. I've been chronically ill and been subscribed for a long time. Well, I wish you healing. I will say a prayer for you, Moonchild. I know what it's like to deal with a chronic illness. I have several myself, so in my 60 years, it's never been as bad as it is now. So I know exactly what chronic illness feels like, and some are worse than others. So I wish you healing. And thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a subscriber. Rose says, yes, it doesn't get easier, but time lets you accept it somewhat. Pain is there. Yeah, I'll never accept it because he was murdered. And I know who did it, but we can't prove it. Or if the police can, they're on the payroll or something. So it's never getting easier for me because I've never had closure or justice for it. Aw, thank you, Bubsby. I try. Yep, behind struggle is strength. Yes. Yeah. I mean, and it depends on the person. Some people deal with it. I'm not good. Like, considering what I do, the line of work that I was in, I worked in the criminal legal system here in Canada for over 30 years. And I have read cards, although there was a point in my life that I had put these away, and not all of these decks, because some of these decks are new. There was a time that I went through that I stopped reading because it was just too painful. So it's only, I would say, maybe the last 6 or 7 years that I've really got back into it again and doing reads for, I mean, people here in my home city, friends, family, and now you guys on YouTube. I was put onto YouTube. So, and I've been on YouTube for a couple of years now. Jared Levin says my sister was murdered. Yeah, it's worse when if you have a family member or loved one that was murdered and there's been no answers. Rose says I'm getting my PI license this year for New Jersey. Woohoo! Way to go, Rose. Oh, Bubsby. Big hugs for you. There you go. I can dig into it. Canadian law, in Canada, it's not like the US. Like, you can find out anything you want about anybody in the US. It's not like that here in Canada. It's all hidden. Like I said, I know who did it, but it's, I don't really, because I don't know who watches me here where I live. We know who did it. And we know it's, put it this way, organized crime that did it. And that's probably why the police washed it off their hands as soon as they could and ruled it a suicide. Nope. I worked for a PI too, Rose. I found out a lot of information on these people that way. When I had my share search card and everything, that I could go and look into a lot of things when I was working. I'm now retired, as you guys know. So, okay, email me, Rose. Yeah, that's devastating. That is devastating. Devastating. It is. It is. It's so devastating. Yeah. In Canada, like, you can't, even people who have, that are the P word, that do things to children, that are the P word, 99% of the time you can't find anything out about them. Like, we have a registry for S offenders, but it's very short when you come to think about how much of that happens here. And it's only by a court order that that can be released to the public. You can't look into somebody like you can in the US. You can't do that in Canada. If you want somebody's record, you got to go through Freedom of Information. You can't just get on the computer and look somebody up. You got to get a Freedom of Information request. And then even that, their address, their birth date, a lot of it's blacked out. So it's really not worth anything. It is totally not like the US here in Canada. Like, you couldn't look me up and see all my previous as address. Now, if you get a PI and you can, get somebody that can access certain databases, like especially like with a sheriff search and stuff like that, a lot of the times you can find out a little bit more, but you still can't find out nearly even an eighth of what you can find out about people in the US. It's crazy. Yeah, they hide everything here. But yeah, they don't, like, even the local papers, they won't, if somebody is committed the suicide, they don't announce it. If they'll just say a death, they won't say by suicide. They just don't do that here. And like I said, it's very hard to get information on people here. Very hard. Okay, Des. Here we go with Des. What's coming for Des this week? What's going on with Des this week? What is going on? Maybe that Des doesn't know. Hi, Leslie. And welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Did one flip over? I'm seeing things. I thought I'd seen one flip over, but there's one. Oh, there's two. Doesn't surprise me. A moment's regret. See all this going on in this photo? Look at things burning up. Like, I'm looking up here. Look at things burning up. A home, a shipwrecked boat. This is fearing of making lots of mistakes. This is a moment's regret. So, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that's supposed to be. You see this guy here? Almost looks like a blow dryer pointing it at her. I don't know what that's supposed to be. But anyway, I am seeing a shipwreck. I'm seeing things burning up. Heated, aggressive arguments. I see the home life coming apart, burning up. Let's see this. Choices. This is feeling blocked and restrained. So maybe not having certain choices, or feeling like you're not given a choice. This is also about feeling blocked. Let's see what's going on here. This is also like idealizing the past. And it's like, you know what? It really wasn't that bad back there compared to what's going on now. So I don't know why that would be coming in, but I do see things are about to heat up. We've also got the dreamer. This is a new start. And this is coming out in reverse. So it's almost like wanting a new start, but it's not happening for some reason. Maybe not having, there's something in this that you shouldn't be trusting. That's for sure. But this is also like somebody wants to try and push away fears, but they're still there. Oh boy. So then we got the 8 of Swords. This is being blinded to the truth. The dreamer being blinded to the truth. This is got a lot of entrapment, like almost, well, not entrapment, but feeling blocked and restrained. Because that's what this is being blocked, being restrained. And then I've got here with this, the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless. Being afraid to take some kind of action on something, being blinded by things. Something in particularly, we got the 1 sword here. The eights are about change, right? But we've got I know I've got the other swords in the door. So it's almost like as the door, you feel like the door is starting to open. There's something that comes and blocks your path here. And that's this sword. The sword is telling me that there's something there that you may not have been seeing. Your eyes are going to be open to it. So I feel like this is going to come full circle. Because I've got the dreamer here, this is going to be a new start somewhere. So I feel like you're about to come across either some information or some information is going to come your way about something that you have been blinded to in the past. You see all these the gate here is made out of all the swords. There's one sword here. And that's going to stop whatever it is in its tracks. The moment's regret, feeling you've made a mistake. I see heated arguments happening. I see things getting blown up. I see a shipwreck, which tells me there's something's going to come crashing down. And almost like you're going to be blamed for it all happening, because this is restraint. This is being blocked. This is being restrained. So it's almost like somebody is going to stop you from being able to say your side, maybe. But this is about to happen. Something that's been kept hidden from you. It's finally going to, the gate's falling apart. It's falling apart. And it's time to move on. The dreamer, this is all about a new start. This is trusting yourself. This is like taking a leap of faith. Moving on from it. You want the black deck. Hello, Irene. Hello, Moonchild. Oh, Leslie, I'm so sorry. Pause in heaven. Pause in heaven. Your kitty is up there playing with my Molly. Oh, boy. The engagement ring. So this is about some kind of commitment. This is about some kind of partnership. So this is somebody that you were either in a relationship with or are in a relationship with, that this is about. The snake. This is somebody being malicious. This is, I'm not going to say it. Enemy, clever, malicious. Look over your shoulder. The other woman. I think that I have said, sister, you know what I've said about the position you're in with this card. I think there's somebody that doesn't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave that there. This is obstacles. This is a new phase. You know, you grab the balloons and you float up and float away. I think it's, I'm going to grab, let me grab one from here, because I want to clarify that I'm on the right track here, because I think I am. What is this? One flipped over. The birds. This is a problem. Anxiety and gossip. Birds chirping. Something's coming out. Something is coming out. I think you're going to be made aware of something that you didn't know. Look at this, the bear. This is protection. This is a bear protecting its young'un. There's something that's going to come out, Des, that you have been blinded to. And it's an obstacle here. I've got the obstacle here, and I've got being blocked and obstacles over here. I've got obstacles over here. And I got the snake. Somebody finding out about this. This could very well be you finding out about this. But something is about to come in that's going to block you. I've got it here and I've got it here. The choices are restraint, being blocked. Okay? So that's for you, Jazz. Something's going to come out. Thank you, Mama. I believe she has. Oh, I know the feeling, Leslie. I still can't look at pictures of my Molly. I can't. And it's been, what, 4 years now, 5 years since she's gone? And I still can't. Yeah. Irene, the mini reads are a $20 US super chat. Okay, so let's go on to DD. Let's see what is going on with him this week. Whoa. Investigating. Investigate. What am I seeing here? Look at that. In DD's reading too. This is a house on fire. I feel something is going to pop off. Something, and I'm not saying like a physical fire of the house, but for it to come out, see back here? Destroyed. There's something that's going to happen with this. This is like investigate stuff. This is holes in somebody's stories. Somebody's about to be embarrassed. Whew. This is also looking over. We're looking into somebody else. This is carrying a torch. Let's get some more information on that. What is this all about, please? Oh, we've got the Two of Swords. Twos are, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So we got investigate and what can I do? What can I do about this? Can't decide on this or that. This is, I'm going to take them because Mummy is sitting right there and we're going to take them out as they've come. This is all about deciding what to do, maybe not being able to come to a decision yet on, I believe that there's things here that are being found out here also that he maybe wants to share but is afraid to share. But I see him investigating something or someone. And information coming out. Holes being poked in a story. Watching from a distance that somebody's going to be embarrassed. This is unable and unwilling to make a decision. It's like trying to decide which way. Do I say anything about this? Do I keep it to myself? Or do I just pretend that I never heard this? The moon. The moon. False friends, infidelities. He's going to gain some knowledge on this. And then we got the Nine of Wands. The 9 is an abundance of something. It's like so many things coming at you all at once, and you've got to be prepared, never give up. Attacking you, but it not harming you. So no matter what somebody's tried to do to me, it didn't work. I've dodged the bullet there, but now I got this information that can totally ruin something. He's got some information that can totally ruin somebody's life here. And then we got the 10 of Cups. This is all about family. He's got some information that can totally ruin somebody. And he's deciding whether he wants to use this information or not to do that. Heartbroken. There's something that's really hurt him more than what he's saying. So it's almost like, do I go ahead and share this information and possibly have this person hate me even more? He's deciding. Look at this. Heartbroken. Deeply hurt and sad. This is planning and setting a date for something. This is odd. Cupid's arrow, having faith. A surprise invitation. This is almost like he's going to be invited or something into a conversation, or somebody's going to invite him in. I feel like he's going to have some information here. I feel like he's been watching something for a while. You see this, the bird pecking to get the information out of the hole there. He's really thinking about this before acting to see what avenue he wants to take. He's got some information that can totally destroy somebody. And he doesn't know yet if he wants to use this at this time. The moon is false friends, infidelities, but it's also letting go of fears and making everything clear, or everything becomes clear. He's got some information that can totally destroy somebody, and he's deciding whether he's going to use it or not. That's what he's got. That's why maybe he's being so cocky right now. He's got some information that can totally destroy somebody. Remember what I said about in the US, you guys? That you can find out a lot about somebody very easily. That's what I think he's done. Rose, your 1999 super sticker, is that for 2 entries into the draw for the basket? Please let me know. Okay, just a donation. Okay, so I'm adding 2 entries for you. Rose, that's 2 entries for you into the draw for the Valentine's Day basket. You get 1 entry for every $10 super chat. That is a donation. Okay, so then we got Irene. Could I have a read on my grandson, Darian, plus Will, my partner? I can surely mention that, Irene, but these aren't specific. This is just what the other side wants you to know. That may come out, it may not. But did you want the black deck to get more information on your read, or did you want a message from heaven from somebody who has passed away? Please let me know if you want the black deck or a message from heaven. Seabreeze 73. And you want to hear from Aaron? And then it says, yeah, you can Google anyone. Okay, thank you, Rose. My typing, yeah, going for the black deck in seconds just for you, Willow. Okay, but that thank you, and I appreciate that, Rose. But the second one that you gave the donation, that gets you 2 entries into the draw for our Valentine's Day basket that we got. Irene wants the message from heaven. Okay, I need a name. Just the first name. Rose says, I got engaged on Valentine's Day. Aww. Yay. Okay, I got you, Sea Breeze. Okay, I am waiting for Irene to give me the name of somebody she would like a message from heaven from who has passed away, who is on the other side. So I'm gonna, while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna do Miss Missy, and then we will take probably a short break. Irene wants on your mom, Irene. Okay, I got you, my dear. Okay, Miss Missy. What have we got for you? Launch your own dream, create your own life. Launch your own dreams. Creating your own life. That usually comes out when you are basically living for somebody else. And I don't want to say that is a negative thing, because I know a lot of people who live life for their significant other, for their children. So why this is coming out, I don't know. We're going to get some clarification here. Belong to your own dreams. This is creating your own life. Maybe creating something outside of what you are doing. I don't know. Let's see. Miss Missy, let's see what this is about. Or is this going against? Let's see. The Sun. This is something new. Creating something new, doing something new. A time of joy and success, too. Also, this is having an epiphany that's going to lead to an emotional or profitable opportunity. So it's almost like I'm doing what I'm doing right now because I have to. I've got no choice. But this is what's going to happen. The Sun, this is a warm and new beginning. If you know, like in my Ancestor deck, that's what I see the Sun as a warm and new beginning, making plans that are going to turn out. So if you've been maybe thinking about changing something up, now's the time to do it, because I see victory here. And time's on your side. I've also got the Ace of Cups. This is potential. So I see a lot of potential in this to do something that is maybe going to set you up long term. It's going to be a new experience. This is also talking about a new home. So I don't know if that's been on your agenda or your plate, or maybe redoing the home that you're in, but this is something, making something new. This is warm and new beginnings. This is creating something now that is going to have a lot of potentials and opportunities down the road. So is this telling me that this is something that you've always wanted but never followed through on, but now is the time? Because then I've got the Strength. You've got like two major arcanas here. This is asserting your personal power. Having power over, like, even when people say you can't do that or we're not going to help you do that, this is you doing it anyway and really taking back your power. Okay? This is compassion also with the Strength and the Lion. Okay? So that's compassion. That's like, I think you have to forgive somebody for something they done. Hang on a sec. Oh, sorry, that was a good sneeze. This is forgiving somebody. And this is finally realizing that you've got the strength to carry through on plans that you're making. So, Missy, whatever this is that you have maybe dreamed of or have wanted to do for some time, now's the time to do it, because you've got the luck and opportunity, you've got the potential to be able to do it, and the strength to do it. Now's the time to take this step. It's like, don't wait anymore. So I don't know what this is. You're gonna know. Let's I'm gonna take one from here. I'm gonna take one. Come on. That's too many. That's about 8. Let's get one from here. That one wanted to flip over, so I'm going to take it, but I want one to fly. I need one to fly. There it is. There. Okay. Stork. This is change and movement. This is something new. Again, with the sun, something new is about to take place. And the tower around the home. So exactly, this is just validating it for me that I was on the right track. This is also with the tower. Okay, not only does it talk about the surrounding of the home, something new, the stork also tells me about something new, a transformation, a new beginning with the stork. This also talks about some government issues that may have been binding to you that are going to be lifted. So I'm glad I went into that deck for that. I just needed to clarify for myself that I was on the right track there. Okay, so let's see what we get here. Because you did want the black deck, right? Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to take them. Let's go through them. Self-indulgence. Yes, it's time to take care of yourself. Starting to do things that are good for you. Focus on yourself and your self-worth. And this is also appreciation. This is finally going to be making some healthy choices. This is addiction. This is maybe getting rid of somebody who is codependent on you. And I'm not talking about a child. This is somebody that maybe always comes to you with their problems or whatever. You need to leave that in the past so you can go forward with it, what is coming here. This is complementing each other. So this is going to be a balance coming. And this is unconditional love and giving and receiving. So there could be something else that happens there because of maybe a move or something. I don't know. I'm not supposed to understand this. I'm just giving you the messages. So this is good. This is good. This is good. Missy, this is good. Nice to see. This is good, 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 good. Okay, so that was for you, Missy. Leslie, nice to see you. Let me just get you written down here. And I do this, you guys, just in case my power goes out or whatever, which is known to happen. So I've got a hard copy of it. Okay, let me just see here. Irene says, I want to redo my home. That wasn't your read, Irene. I will let you know when yours, I'm going in the order that they've come in. I will let you know when your read is up. Yeah, right. Irene, that wasn't your read, hon. That read was for Miss Missy. I will say your name before your read. Oh, no, Nanette. I hope you don't lose power. Okay, so let's take, whoops. It sounded good. Well, I'm telling you, Miss Missy has waited, I'm sure, for a while for a good read like that. Okay, so we're going to take 5 minutes, you guys. So if you want to go and make a coffee, if you got to run potty like I do, hang on a sec. I'm going to sneak. That was two. I usually sneeze. If I'm going to sneeze, I sneeze 3 times in a row. The last one was just one, so I knew there was more coming. Anyway, I'm sorry. But I think I muted it in time. So we're going to take a 5-minute break. If you need to go potty, if you want to go and make yourself a coffee, grab a beverage of some kind, or got to run and check what's in the oven, put something in the oven, go do that. We're going to take 5 minutes, and then we're going to come back and continue doing the reads. The people who are up next for reads, next to be read is Kay Mitch, then Kate Bell, then Rose, then Courtney, then Irene. So Irene, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 more reads that I do before yours. Okay. And then after Irene is Seabreeze and Leslie. So we will be coming back and starting back up again with reads after the 5-minute break. So get your runners on, go run, make yourself a coffee. Don't trip. We got to stop this. We got to stop the tripping, because a lot of us in here are tripping and falling lately. We've got to stop that. So let's not run. Let's give it 5 minutes. So that's plenty of time to walk. I'm not going to run either. I've learned my lessons. Yes. Okay. See you guys in 5 minutes. I'm going to put this up. There we go. I will see you guys in 5 minutes or less. All right, I am back. I'm also going to have a hauls, and hopefully this helps. Oh, okay. Now let me just scroll back and chat here. Thank you, Rose. I love you. Yes, Missy can use good news for a change. It's like I didn't see any negativity there, Missy, in that read. It's like there's a new opportunity coming that you finally say, okay, I'm done with this shit. I'm moving on. This is the best for me. And it's a perfect time for everything to work out the way it's supposed to. Irene, that wasn't your read either. You're very welcome, Leslie. Let's see, nothing but bad vibes. Yeah, grab some sage. Okay, Mitch, I'm going out of chat for my reads so I can go full screen on my phone. Alrighty, because you're up next, K-Mitch. I should have probably kept that piece of paper so I could take this out while I'm doing reads. So please forgive me, you guys, if you can hear it in my mouth. I'm trying to cut down on the coughing and hacking and sneezing and everything. So I popped one of these. I brought two. And they're the Halls with the liquid center. So I'm hoping that that helps. I'm going to have a nice hot shower too after this because, I just need to clear out my sinuses and everything. There you go. Okay, Mitch says the same thing. Mary wants another read. I brought to heal the house Kimmy P was murdered in. I bought to heal the house that Kimmy P was murdered in and to release her spirit from in 2019 and live in since then. She freed and happy. I can certainly ask that, Mary. And as previously stated, it's up to you to interpret what I'm saying of what's coming out in the cards. You will be able to decipher that. So, Mary, I will put you on the list again, and then I will say, see Super Chat. So we'll use the black deck for that. Okay. Kimmy P. I hope for you, Mary, I do hope that that information comes out for you, but I can't promise it. You can always email me and you can get a full read, private read. I am really behind in private reads right now because of my accident and I've been sick and just a lot going on. I couldn't even barely walk for almost a month. So I am, or sit for any prolonged periods of time. So I am behind in reads, but if you send in a request via email, somebody can throw out my email, please. Hang on. This Halls is doing nothing. I'm going to put it right there. So we'll see. But if you do want, a full private read on that, we can do that. You just have to email me. I don't know if anybody. Okay, let me put my email up. Okay, so there's my email. You can email me. Irene, I will call your name when it's your read. Like I said, you got 4 reads. 1, 2, 3, 4 reads I still have to do before yours. So here's my email. If you do want to email me for a private paid read, email me and we can discuss it there. And you can ask direct questions. I give a full read, but I also give you the opportunity to ask questions that you want answered. Whereas here, it's what the other side wants to give you. May not be what you want to hear. They're going to give you what they think is important, but I will certainly try and ask that for you when your next read comes up. Let me just get this written down here, just in case, like I said, in case my internet goes out. Okay, so next up is K. Mitch. K. Mitch, your reading. It's time for you, my dear. I'm good with whatever comes out. Okay, perfect. Oh boy. These cards are so... I don't know if something got spilled on these, you guys. On this deck, I'm going to have to baby powder them. I mean, I've had this deck a long time too, so every time they do, it's sticky. Okay. Hey, Mitch, what do we have for you this week? Whereabouts are you, Mary, in Canada? Whereabouts are you? Because I'm in Canada too. Okay, Mitch, leading the way. Okay, we got the water in the back. The rough waters like that signify... Water is always about emotions, right? Okay. Signifies maybe some troubling times because the water is rough. It's not calm and even. So generally talks about rough waters, rough times, but your back is to that water. And as you can see, all the water animals are coming around you. So that usually signifies the end of troubling times. Mary says Victoria, Langford, to be precise, in BC. I know where that is. I've got family out there in Vancouver. My sister is one of the head people in Seaside Shipping out in BC. I've never been out and I want to go, but okay. So leading the way, be a leader, showing people how it's done. This is like also you having the ability, now that you've been through certain things, to be able to help others get through similar situations. But I feel like there's troubling times that are now behind you. We got land animals here. We've got... I've also got this fox right here. And you're petting the fox. So it's almost like, to me, when I see a fox, it's usually like, watch out for somebody who's very sly. But I feel like there's going to be some forgiveness somewhere too with somebody who maybe wasn't as honest with you as they should have been. So yeah, the renewal. No. Well, 2 came out, so we're going to take them. So we got the renewal. See, remember what I said about the forgiveness? The renewal is all about forgiveness. The renewal is also about seeing things with compassion, being able to forgive people, and heading in a new direction. So it totally lines up with this here. Troubles are in the past. So whatever these troubles are that have been worrying you, maybe playing on your mind, things that you have been concerned about, they're going to become a part of the past. I feel like you're going to be going in a new direction. And it's more about now following your heart. Let's see this. Then we have got, this is a major arcana. So this is going to be like the theme for the read. And these two are coinciding perfectly. So it's just some kind of validation over here. There's going to be some kind of forgiveness. And maybe that's why things are going to finally calm down. Things are going to even out. Troubles are going to be in the past because somebody is going to do some forgiving here and smoothing things out and going in a new direction. Then we got the King of Cups. See, this is what I mean. See with the King of Cups here? See the smooth sailing? You see the, I'm trying to get as close as I can without distorting it. The ship finally sailing, and it's almost like sailing away, and calmer waters are here in front of you now. The King is all about authority, okay? So I don't know if you had even some legal problems or something along them lines. This can even be like a renewing of a mortgage. You told me you'd give me, and this is just a hypothetical. You told me I could get it now at 2.5%, but now you're saying 4%. Like, what the hell's going on here? It's almost like everything is starting to come together. Everything is going to be ironed out. We've got him holding his cup here. There's going to be a male that is going to help you going forward. This person is going to be very honest, sincere. This is going to be somebody that you can completely trust. I don't know why I'm getting almost like there's a counselor also that's going to help move things forward. We've also got the Six of Pentacles. Everything that you've done good is finally going to come back to you. So with the renewal, this is all kind of like falling in line. See, borrowing wisely and paying off debt. That's funny that that comes out, since I brought up something here that there could be like a little bump in the road with, well, wait a minute. You said this and now you're saying this, but it's still going to be workable. I think somebody's also going to come forward with some emotions that they've kept hidden for some time. And I think it's going to be a shock to you. It's like, oh my gosh, I didn't know you really felt that way. So is this maybe somebody that is going to come with the forgiveness aspect of this? It's almost like, I thought you were just being mean. I didn't know you were doing certain things because you were hurt, or you felt slighted by somebody, or you felt something was being done wrong to you. I didn't know that. So now I understand why you reacted certain ways. That's the type of vibe I'm getting here. There's a lot of forgiveness that's going to happen that brings you, see, from these troubled waters into the calmer waters here. I'm an empath too, so I feel a lot of things and take on. It's probably why I'm sick all the time. I take on others' hurts and stuff like that, and I feel them. I mean, it's a blessing and it's a curse, I'm telling you. But the good deeds that you've done and all the goodness that you've tried to show is finally going to return. It's going to come back to you. I think there's going to be some new understandings that are going to form here where there was turmoil before. And the ship sailing, it's almost like what's been done is done. We're going to move past it. The ship is now sailing away. So I do feel like the troubled times are going to be distant memories. And this is a new beginning, like going forward. This is like heading in a totally new direction. So I do feel like that is coming for you, okay, Mitch? So let's get... You want a message, okay, Mitch, from your dad, Bob. Would you have a message for your daughter, please? Send you loving signs through nature. And I was just drawn, before this card even came out, I was drawn to the white butterfly over here. I've got, that I'm supposed to be sending out to my sister. I've got a whole box that I have to send out to her, you guys. Okay, so let's take it out. I send you loving signs through nature. He's telling you, watch for the white butterflies. Watch for things that are out of place, especially like when you're out and about, like a penny. Like here in Canada, we don't have pennies anymore. So if you see a penny on the sidewalk, that is a message from a loved one who has crossed over. You see the white butterflies, cardinals. This is how he is sending you loving signs. I'm around you. I'm watching over you. I'm protecting you. So when those things are visible to you, that's when he is the closest to you. I have a new understanding. Okay, so when I get this tells me that they didn't get a chance when they were still here in the physical world to tell you or agree with you on something. I get this. I'm going to give you a hypothetical. Like when somebody has told me a certain thing, and I say, "Oh, I don't believe that." I don't know why you would say something like that. You're being mean. You're being, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Well, now that he is on the other side, this is more of an apology for not maybe taking your side in something or believing what you said, because now he sees the whole picture. He has a better understanding of why you reacted in certain ways. Don't forget, when our loved ones cross over, they see everything. Everything. Okay? So maybe things that he, maybe didn't understand that you were trying to explain to him, maybe thought you were overreacting on some things or stuff like that. He's telling you now he understands. Maybe he understands now why you reacted a certain way. That's what I'm getting the strongest, is I understand now why you reacted the way you did. Okay? So that is for you, K. Mitch. Up next, we are going to have Kate Bell. Hello, Rebecca Parks. Hello and welcome. Hello, Archana Rayo. Mary says you need to make a trip. It's beautiful. Yes. And I've been told that if I ever, because I'm on the east, I'm up not far from Ottawa, Ontario. And I've been told my whole life, if you go out to BC, you're never going to want to come back. But it's very expensive out there. Okay, Missy. Okay, who do we got? Kate Bell. Kate Bell and then Rose. You are very welcome, K. Mitch. I'm hoping things start going so much better for you, my dear. I mean, you deserve it. You deserve it, my love. Okay, Kate Bell. And you want the black deck. Okie dokie pokey. Let's see what we got for you, Kate Bell. BST stands for bring cash, expensive everywhere. Yeah. It used to be like Toronto, Calgary, and BC used to be the really expensive places to live. And I think a lot of places are catching up. But I remember when my sister first went out to BC for this job that she has, and she's been out there now for what? Oh my gosh, 25 years. And she landed a job with this Seaside Shipping. Started at the bottom, and she didn't know if she was going to make it because it was so expensive out there. Like back then, like she was saying a pack of cigarettes, because she is a smoker, was like $15. And back then we could get packs of cigarettes here for like $5-6. Milk was like $5 for the 3 bags. Bread was really expensive. Like everything was, and rents were really expensive. But now I think it's like that all across Canada. Mary says, I was born and grew up in Welland, Ontario, left there in 1988 for Alberta, then 2006 to BC. Welland, wow, I've been to Welland quite a bit. I was born and raised in Hamilton, Ontario. So Welland, I know well. Niagara Falls, St. Catharines, I know all those places very well. Bubsby's in Alberta, so hello, neighbor. I've got family also in Alberta. Is it Lethbridge? It starts with an L. I think it's Lethbridge. So nice to see a bunch of Canadians in here today. Warms my heart. I love all my US friends too. I'll show you. I am sorry, Kate. Hang on a second. I just finished doing this and I've got to frame it. I just did this for my sister. So I do love the USA also. But I just finished this. I'm going to be sending it to my sister in her box as soon as I get it framed. I've been slacking, you guys. Also, looky, you guys. I finished the clock. And as you can see, the clock does work. Maybe if I turn on the light, I'll show all how. This one is really sparkly. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it is really sparkly. And I do have it finished. This one is almost done being framed. I do have it in the frame. Let me just see here. I do have it in the frame. You can see the battery in the back. But I now have to glue this to the canvas and then do my border around it. So, but as you can see, and it's keeping time. So I finished that one a while back. Like I said, I've been slacking. It doesn't do it justice because these really sparkle, these diamond paintings, and it's not doing it justice. Like I can see it really sparkling. Oh, maybe you can there. A little bit over on this side. They're really sparkly. But anyway, I finished that one. I just got to get them framed. And I got to frame my sister's and get that in her box. I've got a box to send her. So I do that, like, especially I've got like an ultramatic bed. So when I sit up in my bed, it's a lot more comfortable than sitting here in this chair. I do a lot of diamond art painting while I'm watching TV or whatever. And I didn't think I'd like them, but I'm hooked, you guys. I must have, if I don't have 30 waiting to be done, I've got none. And I've got about probably 30 or 40 that I've bought and they're sitting over there waiting to be done. I'm now working on, I'll show you the one I'm working on later. Okay. Kate Bell, I'm sorry, my dear. Yeah, it does look like cross stitch, eh? Okay, all in the golden afternoon. All in the golden afternoon. Let me just turn up this light. Okay. So this is using your imagination, getting a creative spark about something. So I don't know if there's something you are trying to plan to do and you just don't know how to go about it. This can also mean conception. Let's see what it's about. It's going to also be using somebody's imagination. But it's all about getting creative with something. So maybe something happening that you never expected to happen, and you're going to have to get creative with it. Because I have the Knight of Swords. This is going full force ahead. Almost like spontaneously. Like I'm not even going to think about it this time. I'm just going to go full force ahead. Very driven. So it could be, let me see what this one is. Yeah, this is like, again, the Six of Pentacles. Which did you choose? The black deck. Good. Okay, so I got something about having to use, you got to be creative about something or use your imagination. That blue light on there, you guys, is my camera. Ugh, I hate this camera. Using your imagination to do something. So I don't know if you're going to be presented with even an opportunity that maybe at first is going to sound like, no, forget that shit, right? But I feel like once you start thinking about it, it's going to be something that you want to move forward with. And I also think that there's somebody that's going to give you a lot of good advice regarding this, because I've got the cardinal in front of the horse and the man with the sword. This is going full forces ahead, not letting anybody stop you this time. So this may be a renewal of something that you had to previously put on hold. You're going to be able to go forward with it. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, ancestors, because I was just shown that, like having to put something on hold because something else came up, and finally being able, it's come full circle, finally being able to get back to this and being able to do it. And this time you're not wasting any time going forward with it. And I feel like this is something you're going to have a lot of help with. So, but I'm not seeing like people having to physically help you. I feel it's more emotional, standing behind you and cheering you on with doing what you want to do and going forward with it this time. So I feel like this is something that you've put on hold in the past. I'm going to take another card. Let's see what's on the bottom. Yeah. There's another illusion being stopped in your tracks. So I do feel like this is something that you wanted to do before or was offered to you before and you couldn't do it. There was something that stopped you in your tracks. See the sword in front of you that's blocking your way, obscuring your way. Something unforeseen, something you didn't see coming, I feel stopped you in your tracks before. Now you're going to be able to go forward with it, and you're going to have the emotional and support that you need, people standing behind you. And this is like all the good things that you've done is finally going to make full circle and come back and give you the not only help but the strength and the mindset to go forward with this now, because this is sudden and unexpected changes. So it's going to come out of nowhere. So if this has not happened already, it's coming. You're going to finally have a chance to finish what you started. And this is somebody that is going to help you. They're going to be there emotionally and helping push you through this. I think that you may have some doubt still lingering, but I think that's going to be washed away with people finally emotionally like being behind you in this and not saying like today's not the day for it or it's not the time for that now. They're really going to be behind you this time on it. You're going to be really focused and driven with this also. And your responses, I feel like you're still going to be questioned about whatever this is that you want to do. But I feel like this time your responses to them aren't going to be an emotional response. They're going to be fact-driven responses. So like nobody can say, oh, you're just doing this because of this. You're gonna instead of come back at them emotionally, like, how can you say that? You're hurting my heart. You're gonna come back with your facts. Like, look at, I can do this. This is what it's gonna do for me. It's gonna build a better life. It's gonna do this. You're gonna have like all the receipts. And I do feel people are gonna be behind you on it. Okay, so you want a message. Oh, you want the black deck. Let's just see. One flip over. I think one flipped over. Yep, cassette. Outdated thinking, replaying things over and over in your mind. Okay, this is like the past. Don't look back. You don't live there anymore. A love call. Someone expresses love. That somebody's thinking of you and letting you know it, and they're going to show you the love. I get that with this too. So people are finally going to be standing behind you and helping you push forward and excel in this time. And the ones that don't are going to be met with, instead of emotional ways that you may have responded in the past, it's going to be more intellectual and more fact-based. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting. Oh. And a love call. There could be if you're single, you could take that as a potential new suitor also coming out of all of this. But the cassette is telling me that never mind how you thought about this before. It's outdated thinking. Stop replaying events over and over in your head. Just go forward now with what you have to deal with here. Okay? So that's what I got for you, my dear. Time to go forward, Kate Bell. It's on your side now. Okay. Lucy says, I'm in Alberta. Okay, nice. That's beautiful, Willow. Thank you. Thank you, you guys. Yeah, Bugsy says it looks like cross stitch. Yeah. So we got Rose up next. Before I do Rose, I'll show you the one I'm working on now. It's like I seen it and it was, I didn't think I was going to like it until I got halfway done it. And now it's like, oh my gosh. Hang on, I'll show you. This is just my kidding up, you guys. But look at this one. Look at, oh, you can see the diamonds sparkling in this one. He is just beautiful. So this is the half I have done. And I still got to do this half. But yeah, there you can see the sparklies in this one. Really good. You're all the way down to the bottom. Like, he is nice. I love him. Like, I didn't expect it to turn out, especially his eye. The way you see it on the canvas, it didn't look like his eye. And even looking at it up close, it doesn't even look like an eye there. But when you put it back a little bit, you can clearly see his eye. And it's like, oh my gosh, I love it. Even the whisker detail. And it's all from these little tiny, I don't know if you can see them. These little tiny dots of all different colors. So that's the one I'm working on right now, guys. And each of these squares takes about 2 hours. Unless you're really good with multi-placing, it takes about 2 hours to do one of them squares. So there, I'm not going to bore you with it. Is doing that hard on the eyes? Well, I have a light board that I use. I should have showed you that. I swear to God, I should be having a sponsorship from Timu. I did get a light board underneath, so it is sitting. I'll show you. Hang on. It is beautiful. I gotta go back and get it. Hang on. And now half of my curtain just closed, so I hope it's not too dark in here. What I do is I put it on this. Like I said, I do it a lot in my bed. So this is like one of those tables. It's got like a beanbag thing in the back. So you can put it on your lap or whatever. I'll show you the light board. You just plug it in. So I attach it to this little table that you can use for in bed. And this is the light board. So it really lights it up. I don't know how well you can see it. So you can see it well. You can see it really good there. Like you can see the letter J and I, and it really lights it up. So it's cool. You can clearly see which one I've done now and which one I haven't. So yeah, I got the light board, which makes it like this one isn't so bad because of the colors and it's really clear. Some of them aren't as clear as this. So that's when I use the light board, but I always have it on underneath just in case, because I do wear glasses to read and to see things close up. So sometimes I use them, sometimes I don't. But yes, that's what I do, you guys, while I'm laying in bed. My daughter made me a black cat one. Yeah. It is. You're very welcome. He's gorgeous. Yes. Like, I am in love. Does it come as a kit? Yes, it comes with everything that you need. And if you go on Temu, you can pick up. We're going way off topic here. Rose is going to choke me out. Okay, hang on. I'll show you. I've got a bunch of these ones too that I let my granddaughter do when she comes over. So when you get it, like I think this one I paid $3 for Canadian. So it's a lot cheaper in the US, maybe $2.50. And when you get it, it comes in a bag like this. You guys know me and my squirrels. It's a little squirrel. And it comes with everything you need. This is all you generally need, unless you want to buy extra tips and everything. It comes with the wax that you need, the little tray that you can put your diamonds in to use to paint. And it comes with the pen that you need. So you dip your pen in this and make sure you got wax stuck into your pen. That's what you pick up your diamonds with out of the tray and put it onto your painting. And it comes with all your diamonds. See, I take them out of this and I put them, you see my case. I put them in my case. So this is how it comes. It comes with everything that you need. And if it's something that you end up enjoying, then you can go on and, you know, I gotta put this the right way. Go ahead and start upgrading, getting better trays, better pens, better wax, a light board, stuff like that. But I suggest, if you have not tried diamond painting before, get a tiny one like this to try it out, to see if you like it. And I get these for my granddaughter because she knows I love squirrels, number one. And they're not as big as the other ones. So those are good ones to see, to try out and see if you do like them. And like I said, on Temu, you can get them for like, I think Canadian, you can get them for like, that one I think was $3.39. Mary C. Let me just see. Okay. Mary C267, and you want to hear from your dad. What's your dad's first name, Mary? I'm just getting you written down here so I have it. All I need is his first name. I don't need his last name, just his first name. Rose, I'm sorry we were doing you now. I'm sorry. Yes, so it does come with everything you need to do it. It's just, it's a cheap pen. I like the wax though. I don't buy wax. I just use the wax from the kits because the wax is pretty good. I did buy some wax and it was horrible. So I just use the wax that comes with the kit. Oh, I love the clock too. Everybody wants the clock and it's like, I'm reframing that and it's going to be nice. But yeah, I would try it out on a small one first, you guys, and see if you like them like this size. I think this is what, 20 centimeters by 30 centimeters. Try out a tiny one first and don't start with square drills either. Make sure they're round, the little diamonds that you start with, not the square. The squares are really hard. And just see if you like it. And if you enjoy it, then you can start investing in better quality trays and pens and stuff like that. Okay. So Mary C., I am waiting to hear your dad's first name. And while we're waiting for that, I am going to do Rose. Rose. What is coming? Investigate. We got the investigate again. Think before acting. Okay, so we got the investigate again for you, Rose. This is also finding out something, and maybe some troubles at the home or something along them lines. But let's get into this and see. This is about asking a lot of questions and looking really closely into something. Investigate. Managing your resources. The Four of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Pentacles. This is managing your resources. Fours also stand for stability. What is she doing here? To me, it's like she's buying an expensive, I think that's a ring. But she looks very... This can also, with the Four of Pentacles, which are coins, it's about stability and finances. Could also be letting you know that there's nothing to worry about financially. Let's just see. I always want the black deck too. But I don't know how this is connecting, because this is looking into things, finding something out. That could be an argument or something. This wanted to come out, so we're going to take it. Oh my gosh, Rose. That's too many. I can't take that many. There was about 6 there. Well, one of them definitely decided they were coming out. Let's see. Take them out as they came. So the Two of Cups. The 2 is about doability of things, right? Being able to do certain things. This, and it's a balance too. Forgiveness and ending of challenges. And not giving up. And then we got the 5, focusing. Stop focusing on this. This is focusing on the negative. Like, instead of seeing the 2 cups that are behind you, you're looking at everything in front of you. Okay, so I do feel like there's some things that are really playing on your mind or bothering you, that you seem to be focused on those things instead of the good things that are behind you. You see this running stream here with the rough water. It's almost like you are giving yourself anxiety attacks by looking at everything that could go wrong instead of what could go right. I do feel that things are going to be okay. I think you're worrying a lot for nothing. Because I do see with both of these things going in your favor, things working out, things coming back in balance. And I think so. Stay off the internet. Rose, you've never said anything like this to me before, but I feel like every time there's a little something maybe that you hear or feel, you run to the internet and look it up. And this is what is causing you a lot of anxiety. Stop. Everybody's a doctor on the internet. I think that by doing that, you are adding some extra anxiety to the situation that shouldn't be there. And this is telling me that's why that you're focusing on what can go wrong instead of what can go right. Like some of these medical sites too, because I see you going and checking things on a medical site. Some of those sites are, how can I say it? They want you to keep coming back, right? And there's a lot of negativity there instead of positivity. And that's what I feel like. You've got to balance this out. I think my opinion from what I'm seeing, and I know you wanted to know how things are going to go. You're going to be fine. You are adding so much worry and stress that doesn't need to be there, because I feel like you're getting different information from different people. So somebody will say something, you may run and look it up, or you may go to somebody else and they tell you something different. Everybody's experiences are different. And I just feel like there's been added worry and stress for no reason. And you've got to start looking at the positive side. You've got to go in this positive. You keep thinking negative. That's why negative things are happening. I don't want you to think negative anymore, hon. I need you to stay positive, because I see things all balancing out. Yes, is it scary going into surgery and that? Yes, but it's going to help. It's balancing. It's going to bring everything back into balance. Okay? You got to see things as black and white. This is what's going on and this is what needs to be done, right? So regardless of how much you let maybe others or other information seep into you and get you anxious and scared, you got to remember that this surgery is going to be done regardless. And this worry in that is not going to change the outcome. And the outcome I see is things are finally back in balance, which means things are going to be okay. So don't give in to this. With seeing all the broken glass in front of you when there's two lovely, beautiful cups behind you that are being offered. Okay? Sometimes you got to just let go and let God. And I know a lot of people aren't very religious, but there are sayings that I've lived by, like, Jesus, take the wheel. Because I don't know what the hell to do in this situation. Take the wheel. And it works out. You know what I mean? You got to have faith. And I do believe this is telling me that this is going to be fine. Things are going to be back in a balance. Stop looking into things. Just investigate. You got to stop looking into things. Just don't look up anything else. Don't ask anybody's advice anymore. Keep your mind clear, focused. And it's going to remove a lot of that stress too. See the camera. Reminiscing, perception, learning from the past. Like, not everybody is the same, right? Okay? The camera is things that have already happened. You can't change it. It's a picture in time. You can't change what's happened in the past. You can only change what's coming. And I'm telling you, if you haven't believed anything I've ever said to you, believe this. You are going to be fine. Stop worrying. The last thing you need to do, because I feel like if there's going to be anything that goes wrong, it's going to be because you're letting this stress and worry get to you. And I don't think it's going to be like terribly wrong. It's just going to be a lot longer, maybe, of a healing process because you've stressed your body out so much. Let it go. Let it go and let God. You are going to be fine. You're coming through this with flying colors. Better than you ever thought was going to become of this. Trust me. We're going to be fine. See, soulmates. This is an agreement. This is a self-contract. Make a contract with yourself that you are not going to stress about this anymore. This wanted to come out, so I'm going to take it. Hand of cards, ace in the hole. You're going to be good. This is about taking chances and risks, being strategic. You're going to be fine. You are going to be fine. I hope you trust me, and I hope you believe. Yeah, you got to stop watching like information on all this, and because even I find, and I don't know this, Rose, I'm just telling you what's being sent to me. Even when you do watch something, maybe a program or an infomercial about this type of surgery or whatever, you don't take the good things from it. You hang on to the bad. Oh my God, that could add that. You can't do that. Stop it. Stop even watching that stuff and start changing those thoughts into good thoughts. Into good thoughts. That's what you need to do, because you're going to be fine. You're going to come through this with flying colors better than what you ever thought you could. But stop worrying, because the worry adds stress to your body, right? If they beep that horn one more time, I'm going to go out there and smash their windshield out. I say that, but I won't do it. I'm just joking. Yeah. And you're going to see, when you finally wake up after surgery and you look around you, and in the days and weeks that follow, you're going to see, right? And we're only a phone call away. You know that. Okay, Courtney. And Courtney wants to hear from Mike. I watch things that trigger my bad experiences. Yeah, you got to stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Every time you're tempted to do that, remember my words. Stop it. You're going to be fine. I love you too. Your family. I would never steer you wrong. Okay, Courtney. Courtney wants to hear from Mike. What have we got for Courtney this week? All must have prizes. This is about trying to please everybody. Okay? What's she got in her hand there? She got a salt shaker. To me, it looks like a salt shaker in her hand. Don't eat the ducks. And that's the first thing that came to my mind was, okay, Ducky, you're going to be dinner. Because to me, it looks like a salt shaker in her hand, but that's not what the card means, believe me. This is about trying to please everybody. You know that song? About trying to please everyone, you got to please yourself. I'm back. Tornado warning in my area. I might be in and out. Oh my God, Missy, don't get me going on that. Stay in touch with me. I should go and get my iPad because I've got you on Messenger on my iPad. Missy, please keep me up to date. Even if I don't see it right now because it's upstairs. Oh my gosh. How many's there? Okay, I'm going to take them for you, Courtney. We've got the Queen of Wands. Queen trying to master something. We've got the Page of Cups. This is messages about emotions and relationships. We've got the Lovers. Oops, sorry. We got the Lovers. And we've got the Two, again, of Pentacles. This is things working out, things coming into balance. Okay, so all must have prizes. This is trying to please everybody. So I think this is regarding some kind of relationship. This is either a family, close family member, or a significant other. This is not giving up. This is trying to bring everything back into balance. So I don't know if there is some problems going on. I don't think if there is, I don't think they're as big or as bad as you're thinking they are, because I've got, see here with the Page of Cups, the dolphin in the background. The water isn't, it's a little wavy, but it's not overly wavy. The Lover's card doesn't necessarily have to signify a significant other. This could be a very close friend, somebody that you are very close to, think of as family. And this is too about making choices from the heart. So it's like making choices basis on how you would want a choice to be made. You know what I mean? It's like do unto others as you want done unto yourself type thing. This is also a recovery. This could be a recovery from an illness. I feel like whatever is going on in this relationship, I feel like it could be with a woman who's older than you or somebody older than you. I don't know if this person has either stopped you from doing what you wanted to do, or has like really talked negatively about it. Like, you can't do that. You don't have the schooling or the smarts or something. I feel like there's somebody there that is really trying to knock you down a notch. And I think that it's because they're insecure with themselves, but projecting it onto you. So it's like, it's almost like if she sees her worth, she's going to leave me behind. So I think that's why sometimes this person can try and make you feel less than. And I don't think that that's truly how they feel about you. I think it's more, they're more scared of losing you. Because if this happens and you progress in areas, they feel like they may be left behind. So this is their way of keeping you there with them. This person is also very sensitive. And I think sometimes they send you either a message or say something that can be taken as mean, because they're scared. They're scared of losing you. See, we got balance and balance both side by side. I really do feel like this person may even sabotage certain things in your life to keep you close to them, because I think they feel that if you go on and do bigger and better, or maybe it's a group of people you've met that this person feels insignificant to or not as good as, they're in a fear of losing you. So if they're, and I feel like it could be an older woman, but it could be an older guy. I don't know. It's up to you to decipher, because the Lovers doesn't have to necessarily mean your significant other. It could be somebody who's very close to you also. But I think they do and say some of these things that you may take offense to, no matter how nice you try to be with this person. I feel like sometimes they say some pretty off the wall stuff or unexpected stuff. And it's because they're hurt. They're afraid to lose you. This person is very afraid to lose you if you move on to bigger and better things. They feel like they're going to be left behind, and they don't want that. So that's why they try and sabotage, and they try and misguide you, and try and maybe tell you like, no, that's too hard. You can't do that. You'll never succeed. It's to keep you where you are so they don't lose you. And I hope that makes sense. I don't know. To me, that's kind of sad in a way, that somebody feels they have to maybe do something like that, or, you know, sabotage things because they fear losing you to bigger and better things. Oh, there's one that just fell. I will grab it. Okie dokie. I wish I told you more often how much I love you. When I get this card, it tells me that this person wasn't one to speak out often, like wasn't one to, like, in the morning, get up, at lunch when I talk to you, whatever, like, I love you, I care about you, you know what I mean? I feel like they kept a lot of their emotions to themselves, and they weren't, and I'm not saying they're not one to say, hey, I love you, but they're not one to, you know, repeat it. Like whenever I talk to one of my kids on the phone or my mom, or it's like before I hang up or before I walk out the door, I always say, hey, love you. You know what I mean? I feel like that was not his MO, but he did love you and he did say it, but he's saying here he wished now he had said it so much more. He's also sending you his heart and letting you know that you still have his heart. You're his one and only. He loves you. And he is watching over you. And he is sorry that he didn't say it more often. Okay? So that is for you, Courtney. Oh, finally. You guys, I'm excited. Look at that. Look at this. Finally. Oh, wait. Let me grab my tweezers. Finally, this sliver is come to the surface. If you guys can see it there. It's finally come to the surface where I can grab it and pull it out. This sneaky little bugger. Thank you. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. Sorry. I was excited about that. When does just pick back up? Irene, you are next. Where's Irene? While we're waiting for Irene, hang on a second. I want to go over here. Give me a second, you guys. I'm just looking for something. Hang on a sec. Because I see that the California is going to have horrible flooding. Where's Marie? Marie's out in California. Okay, where are you? Ryan Hall, y'all. Okay, Irene, you are next. This is your reading coming up, but I'm just looking for something. Whenever there's huge storms like this, I always watch, even though I'm in Canada, I watch Ryan Hall, y'all. And I don't see him on at all. Ugh. I hate when he doesn't go, but I am seeing that. Okay, Rose, I just want to thank you all and send my love to you all to go lay down due to my chest pain. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you both. Yes, I love you too. Go rest. Go put a heating pad. Use the heating pad. Rose, it helps. And I send you all our love too. And I wish everything to go great. Please keep in touch. Stay in touch so we know what's up. Yes, I don't know where, I haven't seen Marie on yet today. Probably because of what I'm seeing over here, that there are biblical flooding possible today in California. Aw. Big love, hugs, hearts, and prayers for you, Rose. Okay, thank you. Message sister, and she will message me. Loves be sending you strength and healing prayers too, Rose. So thank you. You got lots of love and strength and healing from Canada too. We love you. We love you, Rose. And stop worrying. You're going to be fine. Yes, you too. Okay, I can't find nothing. Orion Hall, for some reason, is not live. I hate when he does that. So let's all pray for Miss Missy too. She is in Florida. That this tornado misses her, please, and that she stays safe. I appreciate you too. My sister from a different Mr. Rose. Okay, Irene, this is your read, Irene. Just text you, Des. Okay. Irene, painting the roses red, covering up errors. Oh boy. When I get this is almost like, oh my gosh, I made a mistake. How do I cover this up? How do I get out of this now? This is like sometimes like when you sign a contract for something and then realize after reading through it that it was a mistake. This is about doing something in haste and regretting it later. Painting the roses red. Well, let's see what's going on here. And you want to hear from your mom, Irene. Okay. Awakening. This is a time for a pause. Reflecting on... Okay. So far, what I'm seeing is like you have a lot of regret. Mistakes that were made, maybe things that you agreed to that you shouldn't have, things maybe that you did that you shouldn't have. And it's like now you're coming into a time of reflection, like where you're going to start seeing things in a different light. So I don't know if we're going to see, we're going to get some more cards out. You want a message from heaven. So I can't even go there for more on this. But this is starting, the awakening is starting to see things in a whole new light. Time for reflection. Yeah. The Four of Cups. Fours are all about stability. Cups are also about finances and stability. So there's a lot of things going on here that I don't know if things have, we still got one more here too. I don't know if things have become unstable because I feel like there was a lot of mistakes that were made. And now it's like either trying to fix them or cover them up, making them go away. And again, here, it's like I've got all these three cups in front of me, and there's still another choice coming from behind. I feel like somebody is coming in with another opportunity, but you're not looking at them. Hang on a second. Sorry. It's almost like you're not even thinking about this opportunity because you're too distracted by what's in front of you. And this is like almost, before we even look at this one, It's almost like you keep looking backwards instead of forwards. And I think with the four, with this guardian angel in the back holding the fourth cup, it's like if you could only let the past go, you'd be able to see things in a better light. Because I think there's some kind of discontentment here. There's a lot of distractions. There's a lot of like in your own world, lost in your own world, that you can't see other options or other opportunities. You only see, I guess, what you're used to seeing or what you want to see. But the awakening is coming here, and it's telling you you need to take a pause. You really need to self-reflect, because I think that there's something here that could make you see things in a whole new light. There's another opportunity that's behind you that you've got to open your eyes to. Okay, and then we've got the Three of Pentacles. But it's come out in reverse. So with the Three of Pentacles, if it would have came up in the upright, threes, number one, are about connecting the dots, putting things together. So I feel like because you're ignoring this other opportunity, you're not even looking at it. Somebody may have said something to you, but you didn't even hear them because you're too busy concentrating on what is the big picture to you, that you're not seeing a way out or an opportunity that could bring some healing. Because you see her face here. This is painting the roses red. This is trying to cover up errors and mistakes, trying to get them in the past. And you're so lost in looking at, what can't be changed, that you can't see the one in the back that could help change everything. So you need to become awoke to that. This is like really pausing and reflecting on everything. And you see, he's still there in the background. He's going to be there watching over you. You got somebody in the background here. This is a father or a grandfather watching over you. You'll be able to see things in a whole new light. You'll be able to see like a brighter side, or maybe take advantage of that opportunity that you have been ignoring. And like I said, the Three of Pentacles is like, in the upright, it's working well with others and being able to sit and converse and bounce ideas off of each other. Well, you're not doing that because yours came out in reverse. And I see that also here. You're too focused on the negative to see there's something positive there that could be helpful and healing. So I don't know if this is, something that has to be forgiven or whatever, but there's healing there if you would only open your eyes and maybe see it instead of focusing on all the negative stuff and trying to maybe, cover up past mistakes. Let's go forward and let's focus on this new opportunity, because I do think that there is a new opportunity there. And I think there's people there that want to try and help you with it. But I feel like either you don't trust them to be doing or saying the right thing, so you ignore it, which is not doing you any benefit. So let's hear from your mom, Irene. I truly do feel like this person is here to help you, this person, but for some reason, you're starting them down. And I feel like they have a new either opportunity or a new way, something new there. Okay, let's see what your mom, Irene, has to give you, Irene. Do you have a message for your daughter, Irene? I'm just a thought away. Okay, so whenever I get this, there's a significance to either a younger girl or when you were younger, and the pet, this is sitting on a dock, reflecting, looking into the water. She's telling you This is significant to her. So I don't know if you guys had like a cottage, or you used to go boating, or you used to go fishing on a dock. There's something, there's a place, and it's water, and it's going to have a dock, and it's going to be maybe somewhere that they took you when you were younger, and it stayed a family tradition. I don't know. There's something there that this is where you can go, that you are going to have the best connection with her. And it's surrounded, it's got water. It's got water there. And I don't know why this little girl and the dog are significant. This could also mean that she has the little girl and the dog with her on the other side, or this could be a reflection of when you were younger. This is where you go when you want to connect with her, and this is where she can connect with you easily. And I say that because water helps with connections, okay? It's almost like a source that they use to connect when they're not strong enough to do other things. They use water. They use sometimes energies, like from a battery or something like that. Here, it's the water. You got to go to this water, wherever this water place is. She says you're going to know where she's talking about. Or is this a special place that she liked? It has the water. Could have this dock and whatever. That's where you've got to go to connect with her and get the answers that you're looking for, because I feel like you want answers. So I don't know if there was answers that you wanted from her before she passed away that you never got to get, but this is where you're going to go and get those answers. Okay? So that is for you, Irene. Sea Breeze 73 wants to hear from Aaron. Sea Breeze wants to hear from Aaron. Don't go on the floor. I thought it was heading for the floor. Belong to your own dreams. This is about creating your dream, creating what you really want. Putting your priorities and like selfless. Put yourself first. Creating something that you dreamed about for a long time. We don't know. Let's see. Let's get the clarifications. So why is this out here? Belonging to your own dream. Let's see. The end of a situation that brings some kind of relief, but sadness at the same time. So we've got the Ten of Swords. This is like somebody leaving. This is an end of either struggles. You can see somebody packing their bags and leaving. So creating your own dream. The tens are always a completion. So a cycle coming to an end. So I don't know if you've been going through some troubling times, Sea Breeze, with somebody. This could also be a relationship coming to an end. Or this could be somebody going on a trip. But I'm feeling more along it's your time now. I think maybe that you have maybe put stuff that you wanted to do or accomplish on the back burner for others. And now it's your turn, your time. But the Ten of Swords does signify somebody leaving. You see all the swords in the basket at the door? And this person's leaving with the luggage. It signifies somebody leaving. The end of a situation. Somebody leaving. And this can be very sad, but also bringing some relief at the same time. So I don't know if this was a troubled relationship that is coming to an end. But it's also a new opportunity for happiness, because this signifies going somewhere new. This is also a weight being lifted off your shoulders. The end of maybe even dealing with an addiction or somebody that has an addiction. So the end of troubling times and moving forward. Absolutely. Yeah, see. We got the Seven of Swords. We got the Seven of Swords. We got the Ten of Swords. The sevens is somebody's perspective. Belonging to your own dream. It's almost like with the Seven of Swords, you were held back. Somebody held you back. It's the seven usually deals with a loss of peace of mind or freedom. Taking caution and being aware, like, of others' actions. It's almost like I'm taking my sword, my mighty sword, to protect myself, but I'm taking all your weapons too, so you can't do nothing and come at me from behind my back. It's almost like, you know, people doing things behind your back. This is taking caution and being aware of what others are doing and saying around you. But make sure you're being honest with yourself too, because blowing something out of perspective is never good. But I'm seeing here that there's an end to some troubling times. I feel like somebody had been holding you back. I feel like you dealt with a lot with either your own addiction or somebody else's addiction. And it's almost like, as sad as you are to see this come to an end, it's also taking a huge weight off your shoulders, where now you can do what you have wanted to do all along, but maybe couldn't because of this. Did this person say you couldn't do it? Did they hold you back from doing it? But it's a total weight off your shoulders, even though it may break your heart, because I feel like this could also be very heartbreaking. So maybe having to say goodbye to somebody who you've been either in a relationship with or friends with for a very long time, having to finally distance yourself from them to save yourself. Okay, Aaron, do you have a message, please, from Seabreeze? A message for Seabreeze, please, Aaron. Okay, you got 2 so far. Oh my gosh, you got a bunch. And I'm going to take them all for you. Usually you get 1, but I will give you them all. We will be together again. Okay, when I get this is telling me that he is going to be there to welcome you to the other side when it is your turn and your time to go. He is going to be the one to help you cross over to the other side. He's letting you know that. And he wants you to remember him, not by how he passed, but by the happy memories that you guys created. So I don't know if his passing was either brutal or not so nice. Like, he didn't want you to see him like that. He doesn't want you to remember him by that. He wants you to remember, go look at the photos of the better days and better times. His mind is now free. See, there's something with addiction over here. And I'm getting this from him too. When I get this, this tells me that their mind is finally free from some kind of either alcohol, narcotics, something like that. Can now start thinking clearly again. And I have no more earthly worries. So whatever is happening with the people that he loves and cares about, he not only watches over them, but he feels like there's things set in place where he doesn't have to worry either about the things that he once worried about. And this can also be because now he sees the big picture of things. He knows the outcomes of things before you are going to know about them, because they see everything on the other side, right? So I do feel like he is watching over you. He is going to be there to help you cross over when it's your turn and your time to go. He doesn't want you to remember him by his last days. He wants you to remember him happier times. Take out those pictures, take out the photos, and he wants you to know his mind is now free. And I usually get that when somebody is crossed over that maybe had some kind of addiction in the physical world. And I did get some kind of addiction going on here too. So that is for you, Seabreeze. Leslie wants to hear from husband Thurston. You're very welcome, Irene. Whew. Okay, who do we got up? Leslie. I know Leslie won't mind if I take 2-second break to have some coffee. I should be drinking tea, but I'm out of honey again, so I got to get some more honey. And I've got no more eggnog. Oh, eggnog in my coffee was great. I loved it. But now it's out of season, so they're not selling it no more. I'm here. Okay. Irene says, thank you, Willow. You're welcome. Anytime. Seabreeze, thank you so much. This is so spot on. I'm glad you understood it then. And you are very welcome. Okay. Leslie. Let's see what's going on with you, Leslie. What's coming for you, Leslie, this week? Woo! It didn't fall on the floor. It's right here. Thank you, Lord. Uh-oh. Find the lesson. Here we go. I don't like this card because this is a lot of gossip, a lot of chatter, a lot of people saying and doing things behind each other's back. Probably a male at the center of it all, and he exits stage right. Oh, well, it's like dropping the bomb and then running, like let them deal with it type thing. This is about learning a lesson. This is about finally learning a lesson and using that to discover stuff like that in things that are coming about, right? Like been there, done that, not doing it again type thing. That's what this is. Also, this is like, when you share information, don't say nothing to anybody else, but they're all telling each other. You know what I mean? Don't tell nobody. So finding the lesson. Okay, what is this about? Why is that there for our beautiful Leslie? Why is that there? Well, that one flew. The Queen of Pentacles. The Queen's is about mastering something. This is finances and stability. Do I see somebody like her right there? Maybe. With this red in the dress. Totally two different decks. And look at what she's wearing. She's wearing this red. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a red necklace on her neck. And look at here. The red necklace. I shouldn't have had that coffee. They're both wearing a red necklace. And as soon as this came out, I said, do I see her here? And there she is. The dark hair pulled back with the flowers in the hair in both. Flowers in the hair. The red necklace, flowers in the hair, dark hair, short hair, necklace, red on the dress, red on the dress. Two different time periods. Hang on a second. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. This is two different time periods, which tells me that there is something that has been going on with this woman for a while. She not only might have done something or had some kind of input in the stability of your finances or home life. I don't know. She also had some kind of hand in teaching you a lesson. Okay, well, this may not be bad. And I'm going to sneeze again. Oh my gosh. This may not be bad. Let's get some more cards. This may not be bad. Because here it almost looks like she's doing her own thing here while the others are in the background and she's watching over you while somebody's whispering in your ear. So this could be somebody that's going to come back to do something. I don't like using the word save you, but to help you defeat something like she has in the past. Let's see. Because she seems worried about your finances and the stability there. What's this? The page. Page of Wands as a messenger. And what did you want? You want the talking to heaven. This is like the Page of Wands is like finishing what you started. This is exciting opportunities. and doing things that fuel your passion. So I don't know if she is coming back to warn you to keep a handle on finances, to don't spend needlessly. I want to see what's on the bottom. We got the Six of Cups in reverse. This is revisiting old dreams, old passions, old things. This is about people returning from your past also. I feel like there's somebody from your past that is going to be returning and maybe trying to drag you into something that is not going to be good for you. And this woman is going to step in. And she's going to say, no, no, no. Did you not learn your lesson the last time you did this? And I feel like she's going to be very stern. I know you asked for the talking to heaven. We're going to give it to you, but I'm going to take these two. Need more clarification on this. So what is this all about? What is this person? Yeah, crossroads. Somebody's going to come to you with options and choices that you got to make. And the sun. So now that you're doing better, because this is telling me that you have overcome something and you are doing a lot better now. But now somebody is going to come in and try to manipulate that situation, and they're going to try to cause some hesitation or separation. They're going to try and make you make some unwise decisions. Don't do it. That's why she's going to come in. She is going to come in and say, did you not learn from the past by doing something along these lines? Even though this sounds, put it this way, if something sounds too good to be true, it is. Don't fall for the same things you fell for in the past. That's why I was getting a return of the past here. It's odd. So I think she either told you in the past, don't do that, and you did it anyway, and then suffered some kind of loss because of it. She's saying, now you better listen to me. Did you not learn your lesson the last time? And there's going to be this page that comes in and offers something, and he's going to be very creative, a new opportunity, exciting opportunity, hoping that you're going to take it because it's going to help benefit him. And you're going to really think about it, but it's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Learn from past mistakes. Take care of yourself. Okay, so husband. Thurston, do you have a message, please, for Leslie? Leslie would love a message from you. Oh, boy. Okay, so we're going to take them out as they came. There's no such thing as death. He still feels very much alive. He still feels like he can still manipulate things here on earth, and he does. That's the first time that I've actually got that with this card, because he knows he's gone. He knows he's on the other side, but he feels like even though he is not here in the physical world, he can still manipulate things as he chooses here in the physical world. And he's saying, she knows it. I don't know what that means. That's for you. Also, I wish I told you more often how much I love you. Again, I explained this earlier. It usually is when somebody, it's not that they don't love you. It's just that they have a hard time maybe saying it a lot, like most of us do. So he is now saying that, and he wished he would have had more time with you. So not only that, he wished he would have said this more often. He wished he would have had more time with you. He says it was cut way too short. Puzzle pieces coming together. Although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. I think this is him telling you, you've put the puzzle pieces together. So maybe you didn't understand a lot in the past as to how things got to the way they were. But he says that now you understand. And I think this comes with age and getting older and getting wiser. As we age, we get wiser. Hopefully, most of us do. But this is also telling me too, I think it's kind of connecting here by learning by your past mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes over. If the piece doesn't fit, don't do it. Don't try and make, I don't know if this is a saying that he said. It's like trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. He said that. So I don't know if that is something that he said when he was here in the physical world, when he was trying to explain something that was impossible. It's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole, because that was like almost screamed at me. He wants you to learn by past mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes over again, no matter how good it seems to be. So that is for you, Leslie. So I'm not taking any more reads, you guys. So please do not put any more in. Mary Dahani, you are up next, and then Mary C. We got two Marys up next. You're very welcome, Leslie. Don't go down the same road twice. Missy says, I still remember that card. It always came out in my past reads. Ooh. He died at age 52. Yeah, he said he was gone way too soon. Way too soon. But like that was almost like my ancestors were almost screaming it out. When they do that, when they raise their voice to me like that, it's because it came across that loud. Because I don't connect with your husband who has crossed. My ancestors do that for me. They connect. And then my ancestors give me the information to help tell you what is to be said, like with the cards that are coming out. What's he trying to say? But there's times where I can hear that going back and forth. And I heard that. It's like trying to put a square peg in a round hole. And generally, when I hear it myself before ancestors show it to me, it's some kind of way of them validating, like it's me. Spirits that need release seem to connect with me. Well, you are up next, Mary. Mary Dahani. Ani. I'm sorry, hon, if I am butchering your last name. I am not good with names. So your read is up next, Mary, and then we have Mary C. And then that will be the end of the reads for today. You can hear him say that, right? Well, I heard it. And like I said, he would give the information to my ancestors. My ancestors, like when I've got the cards down, I'm listening to my ancestors on how this is supposed to connect. And they're getting the information from him. That way I connect with spirit that is known to me, who has a vested interest in seeing me do well and getting things right. Sometimes they let me down and I do get some things wrong, but it's not them, it's me. I interpreted what they were saying wrong. So sometimes when there's a spirit on the other side that I'm not getting it right, like my ancestors are telling me or trying to show me the right way, but I'm not picking it. You know what I mean? So then I heard that, which I usually don't hear, is the conversing between the spirits of Thurston and my ancestors. And it was loud. It's like, it's trying to put a square peg in a round hole. So for you to say that, it's like, yep, okay, I'm going to tell her, don't worry. And it's gone silent now. So I know that's something he wanted me to say. Doesn't make sense to me, but it's not supposed to. It's supposed to make sense to you. Thank you, Mary. Okay, give me 2 minutes, you guys, please. 2 minutes. I'm going to go and try and take some honey. So just give me 2 minutes and I will be back. Okay, I'm back. Now I gotta get my, every time I get up, I move this. Let me get I got this big, huge cushion. This thing that I sit on, because my tailbone still does hurt. Nothing, nowhere compared to what it did. But every time I get up, it moves out of place, and I've got to get it back to where it's supposed to be. I've got a tiny little butt, so trying to get this centered right on this chair and up against the back so I'm not slouching. Oh, okay. I think I've done it. I think I can. So I did take some honey. Hopefully that is going to help with my coughing. I can feel it in my throat, so hopefully that helps. Okay, Mary Dahanani. Let's see. So, okay, let me go back over here. Hang on a sec. I gotta go back to, where do I gotta go? Here? No, here. No. Here? Where do I bring? Oh, over here. Okay. Okay. I bought to heal the house Kimmy P was murdered in, and to release her spirit from in 2019 and live in since then. Is she free and happy? Okay. So from what I understand, you bought a house that somebody was murdered in, and you bought it so you could release her spirit from the house, and you live in the house. So you want to know, is she free and is she happy? We'll see what comes out. I can't guarantee that you're going to get the answers to that, but that's what I'm going to ask my ancestors to please try and answer that question to the best of their ability and help me decipher the answers that we get right now with the cards to see if we can answer that for you, Mary. In the mini reads, I don't usually do this, but you've already put it in, so I'm going to do it. Okay. Is Kimmy P free and happy now from the house that she was murdered in 2019? Oh boy. Take them as they come out. Belonging to your own dreams. So I don't know if see, these cards take on a whole different meaning, especially when this comes out with the believe. Because the believe tells me about strange encounters. Things not always being as they seem. Please don't put anything in chat, Mary, because I want to see, and you're going to be the only one that can tell me if this is hitting on the head, because this is the first time I've even seen you. I have no idea who Kimmy P is, but what I am getting from this is she was I think she was young. I'm going to say probably 20s, early 30s. That I don't know if she said things that didn't make sense, or she was saying things and people didn't believe her. And people like saying to her that it must have been a bad dream. Like, this didn't really happen. Or you're making it up. They didn't believe what she was saying. I'm going to get a different deck. And these are all Lucy Cavendish dishes. I don't know why dishes just came to. Do you have some? Was there dishes, or did you find a dish? Please. Now you got me intrigued with this. Kimmy P. And 2 more came out. Things are coming into 2 kittens. She had to make some choices. Bats in the belfry. It's almost she tried to live a fairy tale life, or she tried to project that she was living a life that she really wasn't living. And that if she believed something strong enough that it would become true. But I also get that there was things that she was saying and people didn't believe her. Okay, why didn't they believe her? What's going on here? The strange encounters, it's almost like somebody was watching over her, so now she's watching over the house. Keeping your temper. Mermaid in a koi pond. Again, this is about like overcoming your fears, becoming a dragon. This is like fairy tale. So I don't know if at some point she did live a good life there, but something happened. I don't know if something happened that she ended up living alone there, which allowed this to happen. Kitsune, I'll show you who I can trust. I feel like she told somebody about, maybe somebody that was watching her, and people didn't believe her because she was known to make up stories. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Somebody was watching her, and loyal guardian, and the person that used to watch over her was gone. So I almost feel like somebody wasn't there to protect her when they should have been, which allowed this person, I feel that was maybe even stalking her. And I think she tried to get away. She had a choice here. I think she tried to get away and it didn't happen. There's still things that are unanswered. The full truth on this hasn't come out yet. That's why she's still here. I don't believe she has moved on. I believe she's still here because there's still things part of the story that have not come out. Let me just see. I'm going to ask, are you still there? Is your spirit still there? Kimmy P, is your spirit still in the house, or are you now released from the house and free of the house? You're like unlike anyone else. There's there's contrary. I think that she hasn't fully moved on. There's contradictions. You're like anyone else is, there still means there's contradictions, and I feel like it's attached to this because the whole truth hasn't been told yet. She's not going to totally leave. I think she comes and goes. I don't think she's going to totally leave until the full truth of this comes out. There's still missing pieces. Yeah. See, a twist in the tail. There's still things that are unanswered. The unending sadness of looking back, replaying the past. There's more to this story that hasn't come out. And she has not left. I don't think she's going to be at peace until the full story and truth comes out. There's something here with a loyal guardian that was supposed to be there to protect her, but didn't. And there's something with that has not come out yet. It's been overlooked. So, I mean, I know this is a long time ago, but I do feel like there's something with this protection that should have happened that didn't, and this happened to her. So until the full story comes out, she's not going to be at peace, and she's not going to leave. Once the truth comes out, she's going to go. She's going to go. And she won't be back. But until then, she's going to keep returning because there's unfinished business, is what she's saying. So there's unfinished business there. She's not going to fully leave until that is done. Until it comes out. She wants it to come out. She was 18, loved cats, planned to be a vet. Lured and murdered by 2 schoolmates. Murderer lived in this house. That's why she is coming back. Where's the bats in the belfry? There's something about that. And the 2 kittens she must choose. Where's the bats in the belfry? I forget which deck it came out in. Right here, bats in the belfry. Like that. In the old days, there was that like peak at the top. Sometimes it was just like a little reading room. Like up in the attic part, there'd be like this belfry, almost like the bats are there, which is telling me there's unfinished business there. So there's more to this story than what's come out. And she's not going to leave. She's going to continue returning to that house until the full truth is out, is what I'm getting. So, no, she has not been freed from this because she feels like there's still parts of the truth that have not come out. Mary C. wants to hear from her dad. Mary C. That's the best you can do, Mary, is honor her spirit because she needs that. I feel like this whole thing was railroaded in some way. And I don't know if there's railway tracks by this place, but oh, that's way too many. A message from a rabbit. Okay, so this is for Mary C. Mary C 267. Okay. So messages for a rabbit. And this is somebody that really goes in deep about stuff, doesn't take anything at face value, wants to look into things deeper. And this is managed to be glad. Managing to be glad and messages for the rabbit. This is like creating your own happiness, regardless of any conditions that you find yourself in. Sometimes we got to live under conditions that we're not totally happy with, but we manage to do it anyway. But there's some messages here. Going down the rabbit hole, maybe looking deep into things and not seeing actually what is there, but what you want to see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some clarification. Why are these here? The Knight of Swords. So this is taking action. This is going forward. This is somebody giving you some good advice also, because I got the Cardinal. Giving you some good advice going forward. This is being very focused. This is something that's going to be happening quick. So I don't know if there's some change, some kind of change that's coming here that maybe you're totally not happy with, but you're going to make the best of. And I feel it's going to be a quick decision. And I feel like you're going to look at it more as a positive than hanging on to maybe the sadness or emotional part of it. The Knight of Swords. So we've got, we got the King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. This is going down the rabbit hole. A message from Rabbit. So the message is going to come in quickly. And this is creating happiness within this, even though the conditions that this is happening may not be the greatest. It's managing to be glad about it anyway. So it could be like this is probably something that you've seen coming for a long time. It's going to happen quickly. So I think that you have known for some time that this was inevitable. There's a change coming. Looking back, it's probably like, oh yeah, I seen this coming like a year ago. But things would get a little better, and then they'd go back to, what's going to go on? You know what I mean? So I feel like it's finally going to come to fruition. And even though it may not be what you really wanted, it's in your best interest, even though it may hurt. And that's why I say here, it's like, making the choices that you need to make using your head instead of your heart, even though it's going to hurt to go forward with this, to move on and go forward. I feel it's in your best interest because I got the red cardinal there. Just review options that you have very carefully, because at any time there could be another sudden change. So if moving on from whatever this is, moving on from that, and you make plans, make sure you got them rock solid, because at any moment things could change again, and you could actually be lured back to this situation, which I don't think is good for you. Things happen for a reason, and I believe that. With the King of Swords, the king is more somebody in the position of authority, where the knight is somebody who's like taking action. So it's like there's somebody else behind this situation. If you're following me, I don't think this situation was made by just you and this other person. I think there's somebody else that came in and maybe even gave some ultimatums to somebody. Because I feel like the king is the one who's in the position of authority, telling the knight you need to take action. So that's the message coming down the pipe. So this person has to take the action whether they want to or not, because they're being told to by the king. This person is also very unemotional. So it's like if things don't fall in line with the way they do things, it's wrong. You know what I mean? There's no room there for everybody to have their own ways of doing things or opinions. It's like his way or the highway type thing. And it's almost like I see stuff like this come in when it's like a father to his son. And this is just hypothetical, just so you can understand what I'm saying. It's like, no, you are not marrying her. You are not bringing her into our family. It's not happening. You've got a choice, your family or her. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody in a position of authority telling this person, this is what needs to be done. And if you don't want to do it, then there's consequences for it. But I feel like whatever this issue is, there's been a problem with somebody for a long time, and you kind of seen this coming. Now, this could be like, another example would be like a head boss, like your boss wants to keep you working there because they love your work, even though maybe you don't get it done as quickly as they would like. You get it done and you get it done right. But this guy is saying, no, she's taking up too much time and she's stalling to put more hours on the clock. Fire her. He doesn't want to fire you, but has to, even though it's going to break his heart to do so. That's what I mean by this. I hope those two different scenarios try and explain what's going on here and what I'm seeing. So know that it's not what this person wanted to do, but I feel like this is going to be in your best interest overall. I do feel that you're going to find your happy place when this situation finally rests. And I feel like you're going to be more respected by sticking to your guns and what you believe in. Like not giving up your morals and values to please somebody else. You're sticking to your morals and values, even at the cost of maybe losing something. So that's great. Things are going to work out. Things are going to be okay. Just stay focused, stay driven, and don't let people try and make you change who you are or how you deal with things. Because just because it's not right for them, it doesn't mean it's not right for you. Sometimes, and this song come to mind, sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. You know, when you pray and pray and pray for something and you don't get it and you're all down in the dumps, but 3 years later, it's like, oh my gosh, thank God he didn't give me that wish, because look at the situation I would have been in. You know what I mean? So sometimes I thank God for unanswered prayers. That's what I'm getting with this. So you would like a message from your dad. I never did get your dad's name. So I'm just going to ask that Mary C's dad please come through and give her a message. She needs a message from you. Oh. I had to leave that way. So when I get this card, Mary, it generally tells me that they are taking some kind of responsibility in their passing. This doesn't mean that they did themselves in or anything like that, but they didn't do everything that they should have been doing. Like if you're diabetic, not eating sweets. If you have a heart condition, not smoking. If you're supposed to take medication and you don't take it. That's what I mean. He's letting you know that there's something that he did there that probably contributed to his death. But he is also saying that that's the way it was meant to be. So he has accepted his passing, but he's also sorry that he left you. But he wants you to know that that's the way that he had to leave. So that is our reads for today, you guys. We are done. Thank you for a very informative read and very interesting. You need to find out about What's still hidden? Yes, there is still something there. Something is still being hidden, and that's why she can't rest. I don't like to use that word purgatory, but it's almost like she can't go on and be in the better place until the full story comes out. She's saying that there's still stuff that's hidden. So that's why she hasn't moved on. And happiness and that will come. And I'm not saying she's vengeful, because when people pass, that is all put to the side. All the discern and hate and maybe the dislike of people and stuff like that, that doesn't matter when you get to the other side. But if there's something that contributed to your death or took your life and the full story has not come out, that's where they have an issue with trying to just go to the other side and finally rest in peace. She's not going to rest in peace until this is done. She does come back to that house. I would, oh, it's getting a little chilly in here. I don't know what the house looks like, but I'm seeing that there is a space. Something could be still hidden in that house also. So like I said, I don't know how she passed or anything. If they found the weapon that was used or something, because she's telling me there's still something hidden there. You're very welcome, Mary C. Big hugs. So I don't know if there's still something that's hidden there that they didn't find yet. But she's saying that there's more to this story and it hasn't come out. So I would do some investigation on that. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, we're going to wrap it up. It's 3 o'clock, so I do got to make something to eat. Usually I would pull some of the funny cards, but next Sunday we will absolutely do that. If I don't eat by a certain time, I can't eat because of my digestive issues. So I'm going to make something quick to eat and get that into me. So with that being said, you guys, thank you very much for allowing me to read for you. It has been a blessing. And I'm going to thank all my mods for being here and keeping things on track. Thank you very much. You guys are the best. And until the next time, please take care of yourselves. Please stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings. I love you guys to the moon and back. Bye-bye for now.